Oh, I guess we weren't. There we go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. I see somebody that doesn't look like us.
There we go. It switched. So welcome, everyone, to the Mechanics Institute. And we are doing a fun event today that we call the Mechanics Political Open. Of a light turnout, but we're going to stream it. It looks like we're going to do 3 rounds, given the number of players. We might have more players jump in, but...
Hi, Alexi.
Hey, Alexi. Basically a blitz tournament for fun as we're following election night coverage in the background. So, hello, Alexi, and thanks, everyone, for joining us. We're just looking to have a little bit of fun, and then we're all going to check out election night coverage. And
we got Kevin's son, Christian Clemens.
Yeah, we got...
Who else is playing in this
A lot of the regulars. Hey, Judith.
Sorry, guys, I'm fashionably late.
That's all good.
Who else is playing in this thing?
Are you guys online, live?
Yeah, we are live. Live and in action. So we have Felix, Christian, Lisa Willis, Kaylin Melville, Kevin Sun, and Oli. I don't know who this player is. Oli MS.
That's from the guy from Uruguay.
Oh, nice.
I let him in during the chat.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for joining. So here are the games. This matchup right here with Kaylin and Felix is a Tuesday night marathon.
The hitters, man.
And the number of rounds got reduced because they were
to 3. So we're playing 3 rounds now.
Yeah, so short night.
Short night, and then we'll watch the drama unfold.
Has anybody ever been to Uruguay?
I have not. What about you, Judith? No.
Yeah, I know nothing about it, Uruguay, really.
Florida is going to Trump, and then Ohio is going to Biden, right?
Yeah, but even that, they're still close both ways, because I think Florida is like a 1 or 2 point difference, and Ohio is like a 3 point difference.
Yeah, and the other thing that I've been seeing is that Virginia is like a really funky, like the majority of the votes have been for Trump, but they called it for Biden.
Yeah, and they can do that.
Probably
actually.
Got that Northern Virginia.
Yeah, and the reason they do that is because they look at what precincts haven't been counted yet. Mm-hmm. And so even if you have, like, say Trump has more votes, but like they'll call for Biden, it's because they know that counties and precincts that are heavily Democratic have not yet been counted.
Probably Northern Virginia.
Yeah, and that's why they'll do that. Although things are pretty close. I remember early when I was watching the coverage, they were saying North Carolina was leading Biden, and now I'm seeing that it's different. It's actually slightly leaning Trump. So it's basically a toss-up.
Yeah.
We've had 2 more players join our political open.
I wonder what P.T. Barnum would say right now.
What would he say to this? So yeah. It's not going to be any kind of wipeout, but in addition to the presidential, who controls the Senate is actually a big thing to follow too. So it's not just
chess
Trump,
anymore.
Biden, yeah, it's not just about chess. It's about checkers also. So
like special shout out to Kimberly who who's actually counting the ballots or a ballot worker.
Kimberly
Like,
Dew. Kimberly
Kimberly,
Dew.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
In
that's
fact, there's some
what-
other chess players I think that are doing the same.
And she's doing it at a firehouse, like a fire station.
It's really cool. It reminds me, my dad volunteered in the last election. He was voting counter. So I remember he went there and he stayed there for till the midnight or so. It's actually been
Well,
very.
Look at this.
I don't know about politics, but in chess, Kevin is just getting hammered
I was gonna
here.
say, like, well, one thing you do know is that this does not look good for black.
Yeah, Kevin is just getting hammered here.
Let's check Lisa Willis and Oli.
Wow. Well, White's got the initiative on the queen side, I'll tell you that. See what a brilliant analyst I am?
I mean, Judith was doing equally
Yeah,
captivating
Jude,
analysis.
Oh my gosh, that was just incredible.
You're making fun of me, guys. I
Not
don't,
at all.
Not at all.
I don't like that.
I'm watching Oli pick up little pink Corvette's pieces here, though.
Little by
Some
little by
Oli is
little.
a new member of the club. He's
nice.
Why? Welcome. And Lisa is our club regular. She's been improving quite a bit.
Absolutely.
I remember she was like 14, 15.
I think Oli's going to be a valuable member of the club. Alexei says he's got a 2100 FIDE rating.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, to me,
FIDE 1960.
yeah,
Okay.
that's about 2100-ish USCF.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you know, this election's interesting because I suspect, as in 4 years ago, there was a lot of lying happening to pollsters, which is why you have, you know, oh yeah, for sure, Judith, on that, and you know.
Alexei, want to join us on the Zoom? Well, Lucy said yes.
Yeah, so she agreed. So
Agreed.
let's do
You
that.
want to join us? Okay, I'll forward you the Zoom link. Okay.
Okay.
And
I need
Maybe
some-
maybe
I need
Alexei
some
can pull the
female
ra-
flower. I need some female flower here. I
Female
think-
flower.
maybe
Are we,
maybe
like,
Alexei
overwhelming?
can pull the rabbit out of the hat. You know.
Exactly, and then we should have some fun. I haven't actually been on the Zoom when Alexei joined because I think I was working.
oh, you're
back-
always pairing the games and everything.
Yeah.
And the rabbit is also available. So
Yeah. So Alexei, I sent you. So come on up and then
let me get everything ready here.
I'll toss up the names.
Yep.
Put in a hat.
The rabbit's available. Well, I've watched Pink Corvette play a bunch of games, and I've got to say that Little Pink Corvette's an impulse chess mover, you know? Like, poor impulse control.
Well, and also I think she knows that
She's
there
aware.
are
Yeah.
there are some circumstances in the next couple of weeks or so that she might. We'll see if she wants to.
And during the team matches that we were playing, because she participated in the Stream Battle League, there was one where she was up like a knight in the end game, and it was just playing quick, and then ended up giving it back, and then hung the rug.
Yeah.
So can be an impulsive player. It works for her a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. But she's aware of that, so she's working on that part of her game.
Yeah.
Hello. Alexei is here. Yes, I'm here.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hi, Alexei.
Just say hi to the rabbit too first. Here we go.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the bunny. Very
Okay.
So we're both here. Oops, did I accidentally do something there?
I think your video's off now.
Oh, did you get to see the rabbit?
Yes.
Yes.
cool. We did
Okay.
briefly. There
Just
we
making.
go.
All right, there it is.
Yes, we did.
Okay, let's
So
get.
where do you guys go for election updates? Like if it's on the internet.
I go to the Mechanics Institute.
The Twitch broadcast.
I go to the political broadcast, and I
No,
want
but
to
then
do.
you guys should update us, right? I mean, if you want to get some results, right?
And
Yeah.
actually, we were just talking how Texas is a close state.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Usually,
surprising.
Usually, it is not when it comes to presidential politics, but it is close this time around. But a lot of close states. Florida is close. North Carolina is close, and but so is Ohio. It looks like Pennsylvania looks like it's solid Democrat, but a lot.
I thought
of,
Pennsylvania was the one that was completely up in the air, and
well, that's what I thought so too. But who knows?
amazing.
Who knows? This is the one evening where we can talk
We can
about
let
a
it
non-chess topic. I'm being called out for not keeping it.
Well,
Oh, yep,
that's a nice move
nice shot there by
by
Kalen
Mangonel.
Kalen Melville.
What does Mangonel mean here?
I don't know actually. I don't know
It's
if
like-
we've ever asked him.
It's
Alex,
got.
did you have some suggestions?
Yeah, we should try to figure it out. Mangonel.
Yeah, what's that mean?
It's got some kind of, it's like a name that comes from like Tarzan or something like that.
I would like, can it be like a type of tree? Because I know that his
Like a mango.
A mangonel just blundered a piece.
wife, did they get married? I don't know, but he just turned 30, and so his, I think then fiance did a really amazing table with built-in chess set with his dad. That was the present. I
Oh,
remember.
is that right? Wow. Very cool.
And Judith, what Hungarian words do English-speaking people use and maybe not know that it's a Hungarian word?
I know, goulash, right?
Yeah,
Goulash.
goulash. Yeah.
Well, and then it's goulash is the American pronunciation. It's gouache, gouache, lavash, gouache.
Any other words?
I actually don't know. Not too much. I've told you that if you say see ya, like see you later, see ya,
Oh, yeah.
See ya.
it's like welcome, hi in Hungarian.
Or chair.
Uh-huh.
Or chair in Spanish.
Oh, I'll tell you, I used to know this Italian girl that every time she said yes, she shook her head no. And every time she said no, she shook her head yes. And it was talking to her was like the most confusing thing I'd ever encountered in my life.
You never knew where you stood, huh?
Yeah, it's like yeah, she'd be like, yes, yes, yes,
Like, yes.
no.
Like yes should be yes and no should be no.
So I'm
So,
not going to share my screen because I don't want like Alex Lenderman did. But Mangonel is a traction trebuchet. It's like a ancient star watching device.
Oh,
wow.
that's probably what it's
That's
you're named
that is
after.
interesting, actually.
We learned so much from chess. This is it's,
Except for how to play better. That part seems to have avoided it, most of us. Well, look at this. White hangs on for a draw here. Rook takes pawn.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
No.
there's a check there. Oh, wow.
Well, if Rook takes A2, Black can still play. But if Black exchanges rooks, the game is going to be a draw.
so does not.
I was wrong. It's not a star watching device. It's some kind of like weight stuff device. It just looks like a star watching, but it's like an ancient.
Like a weight, like weights.
Yeah, it's like maybe a shooting stuff device, but I don't know.
Mangonel.
Yeah, I'll watch. I don't have.
Mangonel.
Don't you all know their real names, right? Of all the people in your club.
Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah.
Melville, yeah.
Caleb.
And you could ask Mangonel what it means, right? Because you know that
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and normally he's actually comes to the chat after his game's finished on Tuesday nights. So if
Yeah,
you-
we're gonna have to ask him.
There you go. Just straight up.
But he's not online. I can see who's online and who's not. So. Yeah, I can see who's online.
And
Oh, you can see who's in the Twitch audience?
Yeah,
That's cool. I didn't know that.
And now, what about Starray? Now that sounds like stars.
it's Star
something.
and Ray.
it's actually from Star.
Right.
Stara is a little city in the northern. It's north from Hungary. It's what it's like Slovakia right now. Used to be Czechoslovakia. And
Right.
it's part of the bigger Hungary. And there's a little
Oh.
village, Stara,
Oh,
and it so from Stara is Starai. It's a name, and it has a castle, and yeah, my husband's family is like dating back to the 1418 was the year where they got noble whatever name tag from the king.
Wow.
Your nobility.
your
You're
royalty.
nobility anyway. Yeah.
She is royalty.
Yeah, so I'm married into the family. I'm often getting that. I'm married into a good family.
So you married up.
Yeah, I definitely married up. I definitely do not have any title.
So here we go, round 2, and we got Felix German and Lisa Willis, Christian Clemens and Oli Sparky Chest Tiger against Mangonel, and Kevin Sun against Matt and Matt, which I think is Pudor Ramaswamy.
Well, I think it's the Oli game that's probably the
There we go, right here.
the
Whoops.
big hitting game here.
Yeah, because he's an unknown. He's walked into our club. He's beat one person already, and now he's going against a mechanics veteran. So we're gonna
Right.
see. We're gonna see how he does.
Yeah. With
And
the old Queen's Gambit here.
next Tuesday starts the new Tuesday night marathon. Let me put up some info on that. If you would like to join, it is our November Tuesday night marathon.
Alexa, you should play.
No, this is another article idea that I have.
What's that?
Why I'm not playing chess is because always looking down at my rabbit, like constantly. That's like I'm petting him while I'm playing chess, and I'm looking at him, and I know I'd get accused of cheating because I'm always constantly. That's like I look down all the time at my rabbit. So there's no way I'm gonna
One more
play.
reason to play in our tournaments, right? Because we know you, right?
And we don't have the camera on you anyway.
Oh, really? You don't do the cameras? Well, seriously, ever since that whole Tigran Petrosian thing, where he
Yeah.
like kicked out from chess.com for looking down during a game, every time I play on chess.com, I'm looking down because I want to see what my rabbit's up to. So,
I think Tigran missed his excuse there.
Right, he could have just put a little bunny down there.
Yeah, that's my
You should have
rabbit.
just like, guys, this is what I'm looking at.
yeah. So, no, I really,
Durable.
I really feel like this whole thing is like a no-win for anyone, because if you play really well, say you have the game of your life, you play well, you're 99% accurate, what's going to happen if you're accused of cheating? I don't need that nonsense. So, you know,
I understand that.
Except that we've caught several people cheating with that, so it's tough. It's tough.
no, but I'm saying why I don't want to join in on this on online chess is because
Yeah.
I worry about being falsely accused. Like,
And it can happen, unfortunately.
yeah, why my reputation's too important to me. Why would I even want to do that? Now I do play every Thursday night now on chess.com. I run tournaments for my UT Dallas students, and I play in it with them. So
Yeah, but that's a whole different. That's for training and for yeah.
it's
But
fun.
that's actually
What is
that's
the-
actually a very good point, right? So which audience or which platform and which group do you decide to play, right? You have to trust them. And there was someone who compared online cheating to cheating in marriage, right? Well, there's marriage, there's chess, there's cheating in chess, there's cheating in marriage, and there's nothing to prevent that, but we still call it chess and we still call it marriage, right?
All's fair in love and chess, or
Chess, yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But then, a couple of people try to explain to them, well, you don't go you go into game against people who you don't know, right? You go into tournaments where, you can't really trust them, right? Yes, you trust them if you go into that, but you can't, you don't, versus marriage, you go into the marriage trusting that person, right? And then
Usually,
it happens, but that's a whole other story, right? So it's like really not, but if you're really worried about cheating, and that's where I'm getting at, that if you're really worried about cheating and losing your reputation and everything, right? Choose the platform, right? You're choosing your kids at UT Dallas, right? If you would come to mechanics, right, we would have a platform where we have such a tight community. I feel that that's the reason why we don't require cameras, because we more or less are players and we know our players,
now,
right?
if you're caught cheating in your marriage, you're not banned from
banned from the house, just not chess.com.
And there are consequences. So yeah, and exactly.
That's a funny analogy.
Counter argument too, right? I mean, I did not like that comparison, but
Actually, it's brilliant. I think that you could really write something hilarious about that.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
there's a ton of comedy right there, just waiting
Right,
to be.
like-
I'm sure.
She cheated on me in the marriage. That was okay, but when she cheated at chess, that
was the last straw.
unacceptable.
No, I am going to write an article about like why I hesitate.
Oof.
It's not right to hesitate to play online in certain places, but that was one thing. But then this whole over the board. Did you hear about in Poland that someone went in the women's restroom and looked over the stall at another player and caught them
On the phone
You-
or something.
But
Yeah.
like I think about it, why would I want to play tournaments if people are going to be coming to the bathroom and looking over the stall at me? This is making chess.
Yeah, I wouldn't
sound
want that.
Completely unappealing. Completely unappealing. Like, everyone's always after you.
Yeah.
It seems just like, why would I want to join that? I used to love playing chess too. I mean, I played all sorts of tournaments all the time for years and years, and now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, to cheat at chess used to be, you would get a move from a stronger player or something like that. That could be the only way that it could happen. Now you can look at a phone or have some device strapped to you or something like that. It's amazing how different it is.
And it's pretty sophisticated too.
Yeah, incredibly, and it's a challenge to cheaters, right? They embrace the challenge of cheating. It's bizarre, and too bad for chess.
I agree, Paul, because I think it's not just driving me away. I'm sure there's other people who are feeling like me and like, don't want to go into an atmosphere where like, what are we going to have metal detectors and people looking bathroom cameras, and who wants to play in that situation?
Well, yeah, I guess it started with Toilet Gate, right?
Right, right.
The Topolov Kramnik match,
But like, I mean, what can organizers do? I mean, it's sort of, organizers are sort of put in that position because players do those things, right? Obviously not all players, but that's sort of the hard part.
I mean, Abel, that's actually a really good point. Is like, how unpleasant do you want to make it in order to catch the 10% or whatever it is of people who are cheating? It's sort of like I don't know, airport security or something. Like how much searching do you want to do at airport security? You want to do 3 hours of searching because you might catch someone if you search 3 hours? Like, how unpleasant do you want to make it for everyone who's honest? And my sense is that all this anti-cheating stuff, both online and over the board, is making it so unpleasant for honest players that they don't want to play.
And we've found that. I mean, we know that there are players that don't play precisely for that reason, right? Just because like it's not worth it to them, and like what's the benefit to them if they do play and then there's cheating involved, or they get falsely accused? Because when we see that too, where people go into the chat and accuse people of being...
I saw that one night when I was on your Twitch. Someone came to the chat and said, oh, my opponent played 99% accuracy, basically was accusing their opponent.
And what it was the bishop stack, right? What Abel was telling.
And you were watching it, Alexei. I go, this is like a basic, and even Paul called it like this is a common bishop sacrifice. I mean,
but the thing is, someone like me, I'm a former U.S. women's champion. I've got a PhD in education. Why would I ever want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be falsely accused, whether it's online or over the board?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a tough one, especially when...
It's a good game, by the way. I'm not trying to stop this conversation, but it's a good game because Kevin and...
Well, it was a good game.
Oh, Kevin has been butchering this for a long time.
It was a good game until...
Kevin has played... He's up way past his bedtime, I think.
Okay.
But
sorry, Kevin.
I think it's an interesting conversation, and you were saying before I got on in person that you might have me on a panel talking about cheating. So I obviously have some strong opinions on it that I'm happy to share.
No, and these are great opinions, especially if it's kind of a point of view that we need to hear more of, right? Because this is another valid thing, and there are a lot of players that fall into this category where we would love to see them play online, but why do it if someone can falsely accuse you of something? And the environment now it's really difficult to defend against an accusation, right?
But at the same time, there are these kids who are so desperate for improving, right? And especially in the region where they are getting better and better, the improvement phase, right? If they have to lock down and they don't have the ability to play for an extended time, it cripples them, right? And so there are only ways to play online, right? And to get challenged online and everything, but then they're gonna get accused, and even if they are improving, right? And that's what I love about Kevin, for example. Like Kevin improved enormously. You would almost say, okay, he's been cheating, but you can see the natural moves, the right.
Here's what I think, Alexei. I think the solution is that you have to be discriminating, and you have to pick your events, and you have to pick the organizers that are going to you know, be fair and use the tools that are out there. I mean, like Judith and Abel are, and I think chess.com dropped the ball by offering a huge prize fund, and then not, in that one event, where they didn't have two cameras on the players.
They
Well,
didn't.
let me tell you this. I played in the Isolated Queens tournament. I played in it both times, both Isolated Queens that was put on by US Chess.
Yeah.
And, I never won any prizes in it or anything. But I found out later that in both of those tournaments, there were people who were, quote unquote, caught cheating. So I don't know, like, whether they were the prize winners or whether they were just random people in the tournament. The prizes weren't even that big. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
so it's just so discouraging because I don't know, I played in both the tournaments, and just to know that people who were playing in this tournament were cheating, it's like, did you
Well,
know?
actually, that's a good question. Abel and Judith would know how many people are cheating in the tournaments. You guys would know that. I mean, like, we just finished a tournament.
Yeah.
Every tournament, it's how many are do we go through tournaments where nobody's cheating, or do we go
Yes.
through a tournament where everybody's?
Definitely yes,
Yes.
for mechanics. We do have multiple
Several
tournaments.
Yeah.
Several.
Thank goodness.
We did have one in the last Tuesday night marathon, and their account was
Had
closed.
fun in the previous marathon, but actually we threw him out quite early.
And we actually had one just to see the depth where we go, and congratulations, Christian Clemens. We had one where, based on Dr. Ken Regan's analysis, there was a player flagged where statistically you couldn't close the account or say that he cheated, but we knew his ROI was high. So what we did is we required that player to play with a camera in the Tuesday night marathon. And just so people are aware, there are players that we require a camera based on Dr. Ken Regan's analysis. And then that player performed far less once the camera was on. And so obviously there was something there. So, and that's sort of the big benefit of having Dr. Ken, is that where chess.com, they do their analysis, but we're not privy to the numbers. With Dr. Ken Regan, we're privy to the numbers to know when someone is high, but you can't be definitive, where we do go through that extra step of saying, well, these next two games, you're going to have a camera. And then many times when we've done that,
And
seen
I
performance drop.
misspoke. I misspoke. It wasn't chess.com, it was the Pro Chess League
But
that dropped the ball by offering a huge prize fund, or a large prize fund, and not having two cameras on the players, I suppose.
Abel, you used the term something ROI. I didn't quite understand.
Yeah, Judith will explain it better than me because she has a more scientific mind. But based on Stockfish's optimal move, right, and based what a player plays, there's a certain percentage where their return on investment in terms of the moves they make over the course of a game, once it goes above a certain threshold, it's deemed that, well, this player must be using an aid because they're.
the return on investment is the raw outlier index.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's absolutely
We
incredible.
use ROI in the institute, return of investment. We have
Right,
all this form out to prove that what we are doing is actually worth it for the institute. So ROI means two things for us.
That's right. That's right.
So basically it's an index that Ken uses as a measure for us to know how much deviation it is from a natural player's ability.
And they base it on their rating also. So they look at what a 1,700 player should be doing, or a 1,900, right?
So are there any more games, or was that the last round?
That was the last game of that round. Shoot, this God, here we are. Like this is it.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Is it
Okay.
done? No, we have 2 games in the last round. So actually, Alexei, I'm going to forward you a report of our last PNM. You're going to find it very interesting. Just so
Yeah,
so
especially if
so
you're
that you
mathematically
what we are
inclined.
getting, and the definitions are on the top of the report, and then so you will find it very interesting.
Okay, thank you.
And what's interesting is this stuff will notice even if individual games and even if although it's a lot more difficult even on certain moves. Judith was going actually if you could explain this during the US Cadet there was a game where and everything was fair play in the US Cadet, but when we were trying to get more info on what was happening during the game, you can even look at within a certain time frame certain moves if in that little time frame shows a higher outlier than other parts of the game. It's
Yeah, I don't think Ken is doing that.
no,
but I
you
think-
were doing that during the Cadet.
Yeah, but chess.com can certainly do that.
Yeah.
And
So-
chess.com also can track your mouse and then clicks where you click. So whether you click within the chess board
Oh,
or
that's
not.
cool. That's useful.
I do want to say, in backtracking a minute and about what Alexi said, was that this takes up a lot of air in the room. I mean, and as it can be seen even right now, where there's a tournament going on and chess going on,
Whoa.
and we're talking about cheaters and sort of where's the chess and sort of these administrative problems that take time and energy away from the creative act of playing chess.
Yeah,
and
it goes against it. Actually, that's a fascinating point because, there's the one level where you get fascinated by the data and, is there cheating involved? And we certainly do, but our fascination is, sure, some of it is on the math part of it. Judith probably more than me on the pure math. But there's also the fascination of wanting to make sure your club is safe for the players and wanting to keep it solid and tight. But it does take away from the beautiful game, right? Or talking about the chess, or look at that great game that was played, because you're thinking, well, did they cheat or was there something suspicious? So there's that part of it. I just don't think there's any way around it. Given
I look at the Orly and Pudor's game.
well,
He
we
blundered.
can
and-
ruthlessly
it's over.
get these people out of the way and then concentrate on the chess.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we are doing. I think.
And we know
We have
the players that are looking at rabbits and the players that are looking at their computers.
right, exactly. Hey, our friend came in our Uruguayan friend came into the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I know. I see. Like you were winning. You were winning so nicely, and yeah, we're sorry, and we know your opponent, and we, he's a nice guy. So
Yeah, and
thanks for joining. It was a pleasure.
Gonzalo. This is real thing.
Gonzalo.
Okay, Gonzalo. Good.
And actually, the other player you lost to is Mechanics regular Christian Clemens. And that was actually a really interesting game.
What time is it in Uruguay? Do they? Is there a different time control? Time control.
Yeah, time
Oh,
control.
yeah, it should be at least 7 or 8 hours, maybe.
Is that because they're underneath the equator, or
No, because they are
just in a different?
east, right?
Yeah, they'd be east. They'd be east of
Yeah.
you.
That's-
Well, thanks for staying up with us.
So GMT plus 3, so they are actually 10 hours away from here.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
So I
excited.
think they live 9 hours away.
Yeah.
That PMP plus.
Because Paolo and I might write an article together. So
You and I?
getting to meet him.
Are you inviting me to write an article with you, Alexi?
Oh,
Always write an article with you, Paul. But I'm saying Gonzalo from Uruguay and I are going to write an article.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
See, Gonzalo just shows up playing some chess, and then before the night's over, he's writing an article with WIM Alexi Root.
I love writing articles with people. Yes, Paul. We already were talking while you were doing your. We should get together all your famous expressions. Judith was saying you have many famous sayings.
I
Isms.
just have to listen to the lectures.
Just,
They are hilarious.
just call it isms, Paul isms.
Really? Like what? I mean, you know.
I don't know. You have to listen to yourself, and then you like.
How could you do
It's
that?
like
you
life-
numbskull?
life-
You just hung your face. Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it this weekend. I have nothing better to do. I'll direct the
She
tournament.
has nothing better to do than to sit through hours of your lectures, just
Oh, that's-
waiting
Well,
for
I'm gonna
the.
learn something.
Yeah, that's true, right? The worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna learn some chess.
Oh, actually, Gonzalo's asking about your tournaments. You should get him your newsletter, like I am.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Gonzalo, I'm gonna send you a messenger on chess.com message to fill out our Google form that will give us your email address, and I'll send you a personal email about just kind of an overview of our tournaments, but you will also be on our newsletter, and then you will be able to see.
I think this is so exciting. You're recruiting players from halfway around the world.
Yeah, it is. We need some Hungarian players though.
Yeah, why don't you have Hungarian players?
No idea. Where are my Hungarian friends? They don't.
Yeah, how come they don't play our tournaments?
I don't know.
Coincidence.
Thought you were
Coincidence.
connected there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So it's like
So Felix German and Christian Clemens, the final
fighting
game.
it.
Are they playing for all the marbles?
You better watch this last game then.
Actually, that's a good
Important
point.
game here.
Let's take a look.
Let's look at this game here.
Yeah.
That is the standing. So Christian Clemens and Felix. Actually, Christian and Felix are the players 2 out of 2.
Okay, so this is the game of all games.
It's for the title. It's for the Mechanics Political Open.
And white.
Whoever wins the election.
Okay,
Yes.
so if C takes D5, E takes D5, Queen
That's not
C5
possible.
check.
No. Rook takes E1. Oh wait, there's a bishop on G3. Okay, I got it. Never mind.
So C takes D5, E takes D5, Queen C5 check, Bishop F2, Queen D5 trade, and then white can take on A7 at the end of that. So maybe black should have taken on D5.
Wait a minute. Black doesn't need to take on D5. Black can just take on G3, right?
No, I mean before H4.
Oh, Gonzalo says he has to get used to the chess.com chessboard.
I think you can change the look of it.
Yeah, you can. You can actually easily. You can change your background. You can change everything. And there's a lot of settings you can use actually.
Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah, so it looks like Christian is Felix is a improving player.
yeah, but Black's gonna be winning some pawns here, right?
That's kind of what looks like happened. Queen C5
Yeah.
check. I don't know though. Or just pawn D4 for black.
Yeah.
I don't know.
D4 looks good.
There's a lot of seesaw battles in these tournaments.
Well, it's a fast tempo too, but Black needs to make a move, and I think D4 is probably the move.
Okay.
If that's what happens.
I like your punditry.
Oh, okay. That's another possible move.
Now comes Bishop
D4 next.
E3 though.
You can play D4 next. No matter what, you can still play D4, right?
Maybe, or you could even play D takes E4 maybe.
Why? Oh, and give up your rook for the bishop?
Yeah, but black would be busting open the white.
That's true. Yeah.
So maybe d takes e4 is an interesting move here.
Oh, Gonzalo, I'm in Texas. We are not on lockdown, but everyone else in this on lockdown because they're in California. But us Texans roam free and touch lots of COVID.
What about Uruguay?
No, they're not on
No,
lockdown.
they're not at all. They say they've pretty much never been.
Right.
And in the US, it's really very state by state. So
That's so true.
Yeah, very state by state, but
Yes.
everyone affected.
It was not.
Yeah.
I think it should have been close.
Well, we're not in California. I would not describe us as being in lockdown at all. I mean, right across the street from me, there's a noisy bar, and people are not social distancing.
really? And they don't shut it down?
Everybody's outside, you know, but that's it. They've built these little parklets where people can, you know, spread their
They
germs.
close the street and then they put out the park. Yeah. I was
It's a
telling,
joke. There's supposed to be a 25%, you know, and maintaining social
Right.
distancing is completely a joke.
Yeah, I think black should have played d4 because now, you know, I mean, maybe rook g6 here. Oh, wait, it's white's move. Oh, now maybe. I don't know. I think black made some mistakes.
Yeah, I agree.
But maybe we can play rook f6 here for black. Oh, that's what was played. Okay.
These games are so, you know, that it's like watching Seesaw or something.
Well,
Six is,
yeah, I like rook g6. That's good. I don't know. That
oh, there goes the D pawn that had rollers. Well, does rook g2 any good here?
Yeah.
Maybe,
maybe.
not.
Oh,
It's a lot of pieces
A
for
couple
the.
rooks for the queen.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that did not go as
Now
planned.
h3 check.
Pick up the bishop, but it doesn't, right? 'Cause it's-
No, it doesn't.
So
It's a nice-
black messed up, I think.
I think you're right. Although these positions are tricky.
You take a bunch of pawns.
They're down to seconds.
Well, that's going to make it tricky too.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, what's the time control? Is it +2? No, +5. So I think they can survive for a while.
Yeah,
I always find that +2 is just enough to move them out, but +5 you can pick up the time.
It's so unfair that you're looking at the engine.
No. I'm not looking at
the seconds.
Yeah, I'm looking at the switch,
seconds.
and I'm the increment. I'm talking about
Oh, the increment.
+2 increment. I always find that
+2,
people don't
+3.
build up time. They can,
Plus
they
4.
don't lose
H5
time
and
they don't
38
build
or
up
something.
time. But +5, you can really build up.
Hey, rook h5. I called it. Rook h5. We're gonna try to mate. We're gonna try to mate now.
Yeah, you might be able to, huh?
I think you might be able to.
Yeah, I agree, Gonzalo. I'm trying to, as white, let's see if we can get some kind of checkmate or something.
Rook e8, king g7, and bishop d4 was. White's going to put this together at some point, I
Yeah,
think.
At some
rook
point.
e4.
Unless he drops the rook
Oh, why not rook e4? Oh, because
because of queen c7.
oh, okay, you're right. I was thinking about trying to play.
Black is busted.
Actually, I'm thinking, I'm watching it through the Twitch, and so I'm like behind you guys, like two.
Oh, I am watching it through the Twitch. That's where I am too.
Okay. Okay, then Abel and Paul are.
Oh, you guys are watching it on the chess.com?
Well, I get to watch it live,
I'm watching it.
Okay.
I'm watching it on Twitch.
and I'm
I'm
like,
watching the Twitch.
I'm holding my.
Gotta make it. But all right.
Okay, Chris.
Uruguayan chess slang.
Maybe setting the machine with rooks. Oh, chess.
Setting the machine.
Nice. Rook machine. I like
We
it.
should do an article on chess slang, right? What was it? The Alekind rooks or something?
Alekine's gun.
Yeah, that's right.
Alakine's gun.
Alekind's
I mean, you got to give Black some credit here. Just hanging in there.
Knights are donkeys, according to our Uruguayan friend.
donkeys.
Yeah, black is not yet, so but there's some threats coming. There's some threats.
Both players are suffering from a lack of donkeys.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I'm going to start using donkeys.
Okay,
I love that donkey.
Look at White climbing up on the F1. That's kind of exciting. Well, maybe it's exciting. Could peter out. if you take-
Spikes. Bishops are spikes.
Spikes and donkeys.
Oh, I love it. they
Hey, donkey is
they have it together in Uruguay.
yeah,
You know what? This could peter out to a draw, maybe, depending on,
well, I mean, it should be a win for White, no matter what happens
There's a
here.
lot of check. There's a lot of perpetual checking here.
And the queen is the mama.
Oh, but that makes sense.
This is the mama.
We've already twice in this position. We've already seen twice. When
I
the
think Uruguay's got it down. It's the best.
I don't think we had this for the end. Wow.
Where, maybe?
Now, okay, so look at them. They all
Uruguay and chess
Like
slam
20
over
seconds.
anybody. I'm telling you. Well, rook f5 here.
Yeah, because it's a correct color rook pawn.
Yeah.
A rook pawn.
Yep.
So let's do that.
Let's not mess
Let's
around.
not do it. Let's not do it.
No,
Let's not do it.
no, why not? Why didn't we do that?
Because he's running out of time. He's like moving
Yeah.
fast.
Well, no, actually, Judith was right. They built up their time. Now rook f5. We were just gaining a tempo. I guess.
No.
H4 and then rook f5. That will work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the donkey forked the mama.
Spikes.
The
We don't know what a rook
spikes.
is. We don't know what a rook is.
What are the rooks and kings and the pawns?
Oh, setting the machine is all we know about rooks.
Olim, we need to know. We have to know.
Really, big follow. They have left us. 'cause
I
it's
know he
after-
might have gone to sleep. I mean,
Yeah, he left us
he
hanging.
missed out on this.
Oh, look at that. It's almost mate. Queen H1.
Not quite. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of annoying checks. A lot of annoying checks.
Wow,
White
this is-
better hurry. Planes leave at 20 to 3.
Really bad. Hey, maybe White's gonna play King D4, King E5, and try to win the pawn that way. I wonder where he did play King D4. I don't really like the way White's bishop has become less active.
I
There you
think,
go.
oh, that just loses the bishop. Unbelievable. Oh,
Yeah.
Felix.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was singing his praises and he's hanging his.
No, he hung the bishop. Now this is not
Well,
Yeah, now this is.
nothing.
Now this is better for black.
look at Christian. He kept his cool.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He definitely did.
He kept playing with his mama.
Couldn't he could have won the rook, right? Queen E5 check.
I missed that.
Will he go for a draw? No, right?
No, we should play for a win.
No, Christian, play for a win. Don't draw.
He's gonna play
Come
beach.
on.
Felix
Felix
offered to
is
draw. Felix offered to draw. He took it.
Wow.
Wait, check this out. Am I
Right.
wrong?
I mean,
Here,
you-
there, right here, at this point.
No, because he's got king f3.
Oh, king f3. Yeah.
But black is still probably winning or close to it.
I think
check in the
I
face.
got tired of the game. Got tired.
But, I mean, they have survived for like how many minutes? 10 minutes or so? They've been playing on.
They got
Yeah.
tired.
Very
What a
nice.
game.
Nice game.
What a game.
Fantastic
Oh,
game.
to see
But,
them play it out.
We still want to know what the pawns, the rooks, and the kings are called.
Right. Especially the rooks. That one's got to be entertainment.
In
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Uruguayan. Well, isn't it? It's like, I guess it's Uruguayan slang, like he says. 'cause-
Yeah, Uruguayan slang for the king
Yeah.
and the rooks and the
The
pawn.
mama.
Other guys got a lot more. A lot more.
Good.
Save up for another day, I guess.
Yeah.
Visit.
Or,
The
or tell it to
donkey.
Alexi and she can write about it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll work it in the article.
so
But I have to check ChessBase to approve the article first. It's all, as Judith knows, they don't say yes to every one of my ideas.
oh yeah.
I try.
Okay, well, then you can just sell it to somebody else, right?
I do sometimes do that on
There you
ChessBase.
go.
But, usually ChessBase is quite, I mean, I'm very happy with them. And they've said yes to a lot of unusual ideas like golf and chess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Well, everyone, this was the Mechanics Political Open, tie for first between Felix German and Christian
I
Clemens.
actually have to tell you guys, I'm
Dwarfs.
surprised that there almost no politics. Like, I was ready to like debate and everything, just no politics. I'm
Yeah, I think we got to a point where we got captivated by the chess, and then we kind of let everything go. So that's
the
not a
dwarf.
bad thing.
Discussion about cheating.
Dwarfs.
yeah, and it's weird.
Yeah, the cheating kind of took us away. But no, fantastic. It was a lot of fun just even hanging out and learning. To me, my biggest takeaway is not even the politics or the games themselves. I'm getting fascinated what other countries, how they refer to their pieces.
Yeah.
And the chess slang, so that's an interesting article for Sunday.
Thank you, Gonzalo. It was
Sure.
great to meet you.
So thank you, Alexi, for hanging out with us, and thank you, Paul, and thank you, Judith. And I think we'll sign off. Let's find someone to raid, but we'll sign off and
That's
follow
fine.
follow
I'm
election
gonna
coverage.
actually quickly save these his
Take a picture.
chess names.
Yeah.
I know. I
Put it in the newsletter. Uruguay.
yeah, we should. I should actually invite him to write
Yeah.
an article about
I
that.
have his email now. I
Yeah.
have.
There
So
you
you
go.
can get in touch with him.
That's pretty
sounds
funny.
good. I saw that Josh Frieder went online not too long ago. So I have a preference for him, but Chess Dojo is also online. But he's listening to Perpetual Chess, I think.
Oh yeah, wasn't Peter Giannatos on it?
Yes. Yes.
Or I don't know who's he. I think he's like, isn't he on Thursday night? I don't know, maybe. But let's rate Josh.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. He has 10 viewers. We add our 10, and then should be fine. Okay.
All right, everyone. Thank you for
Everybody.
joining
You're
us.
directed to Grandmaster Josh Fieder, who was our recent guest at the U.S. Junior Cadet, and
And Judith and I will be back on Friday for our arena.
yes,
So-
and then sign up for a rapid 6-round rapid on Sunday afternoon, and a new Tuesday night marathon next week, new Thursday night marathon, first time ever pilot tournament. So a lot of cool stuff
And
happening.
trust us, you will hear of it via email or Facebook, guaranteed. All right, everyone. Thanks.
All right.
And I will hit the raid now.
You
Okay.
do that.
Bye for now.
Bye.